Folks, we are not yet to the big announcement of who will be the next Disney CEO, but what if we told you that we pretty much already know? And changes, they are happening fast behind the scenes. Today, we'll tell you why one person has taken the lead, and not by a little bit, at the house that Walt built. Hello, folks, and welcome back. It is another dandy day, and it's dandy because you've come our way. Welcome, one and all, where we heed the call of explaining entertainment and keeping you ahead of the culture curve. An attitude of gratitude we have every single time you join us. Consider clicking the like button. And by the way, if you want even more deep dives into this sort of thing, consider joining the Patreon. It's only $5 a month. www.patreon.com/WDW Pro. That is the place you go for even more info. And with that, folks, let's dive into who might be the next CEO of Disney. We're going to a website that, we've never been here before, and I don't know that we'll come here again, but we are here, so folks, you can see the title. Disney CEO odds drastically shift due to one-sided wagering. Written by guest, which whenever you see that, you really know you've got a winner chicken dinner. I'm only going here because if you can believe it, this is the article which was the springboard for many news articles out there about this. So we're going to the original, written by the esteemed, the infamous guest. The search to replace Bob Iger for the second time remains underway, and the wagering on who will be the next Disney CEO is heating up. Last week, The Hollywood Reporter broke the next Disney CEO odds story and noted that Dana Walden was a 2-1 favorite, but that the odds via BetOnline were tight and volatile. Josh D'Amaro, the Disney Parks chairman, was listed just behind Walden at 7-2 odds, and ESPN chairman Jimmy Pitaro, he's out. We're not even going to read it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Jimmy Pitaro has no chance. It says an influx of bets have come in on Walden during the past week, so we've made her the odds-on favorite. These wagers are coming from professional bettors who have won on speculative markets in the past, so we have to respect their position. Walden is now listed with 1-2 odds, meaning a bettor must risk more than what will be returned. Below are the latest odds for the next Disney CEO, and you can access the numbers in real time. Now, folks, you can see the odds here, and they get rather silly the lower you go.
I have to protest. I'm not on that list.
You should be. Throw it out, folks. Throw it. But no, you really can't throw it out, because after this article came out, and there were many different articles that were that came and siphoned the info out of there. Guess what? Ladies and gentlemen, it now looks like to us that one person rises among all the others to clearly the front runner. We've got this out of Daps Magic. It says Disney experiences chairman Josh D'Amaro to participate in the Moffett-Nathanson Media Internet and Communications Conference in place of Bob Iger. This came out April 30th, just after that prior article. Okay, that was a big deal that Josh D'Amaro, the head of Parks and Experiences, was going to replace Iger at the Moffett-Nathanson. Then what happened? Well, folks, they came out and they announced Disney Sand. That's what we're calling it. The Disney Sand Resort over in Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi do. They're going to do a theme park over there, and they're not paying a dime for it. Not a single penny. And folks out there have said, Pro, you said it was a nightmare quarter, and then the Disney stock went up. And it's like, yeah, well, we really can't help it when another company builds Disney a theme park and Disney claims it as their own. Like, we don't have sources inside Middle Eastern theme park companies. It's just not on our list of places that we send spies into. So anyway, we didn't see that.
I tried, but there was an anatomical check at the border I failed to pass.
I'm so sorry to hear that. And infiltrated, you were unable. By the way, folks, by the way.
I just do it to make Vash grin like that, you know?
Josh D'Amaro.
look at Vash.
A blushing Vash has come on screen. Josh D'Amaro is, I believe, now the CEO of Tomorrow. And the reason being, he has saved Bob Iger big time. I think that Josh D'Amaro was a major player in making this happen with, is it Moral, Vash? That's the company that's doing this in the Middle East?
Yes, Moral.
Okay. So they're building Disney a theme park. Flat out. They're just building it. And Disney doesn't have to spend anything. Disney gets money back. Disney gets to claim this as their 7th resort, even though they don't own it. They don't have any claim to it. It's a licensing deal. But it jazzed up the investors. And in this CNBC interview, Bob Iger and Josh D'Amaro there, and I got to tell you, whereas Iger looked uncomfortable the entire time with Bob Chapek, and I believe because he was intended to be the fall guy, these guys are really similar in how they present. And since Iger's not ever going away, this is Iger's company. He's going to be there into the 2030s. And we're not making it up. He's got a consultation deal forever. He's basically CEO emeritus for life, right? The immortal Iger, the hippo-loving forever Iger. Okay. I want to show you this clip of the two guys sitting here real quick so you can see after the announcement, CNBC, and I'm telling you, Dana's nowhere to be found. I'm thinking that Josh D'Amaro is now easily the number one pick. Here's the clip.
Iger and Josh D'Amaro, the chairman of Disney Experiences. Both gentlemen, of course, are in Abu Dhabi. Guys, good to have you this morning. And congrats on the announcement. Bob, let me just start with you. Of course, why Abu Dhabi? Why now?
Well, first of all,
look at the look. This is what Chapek never did. This is why I hate to do this, but look at this. Josh D'Amaro looks at Bob Iger like a Disney adult looks at a brand new cupcake. Look at the love of this man's gaze. He can't wait to hug not a hippo but Bob. Okay, and you folks out there think I'm being facetious, and I'm listen. You got to have humor to last on YouTube, but this guy knows what he's doing. He knows his place. This is the CEO forever. This is the big kahuna immortal sitting beside him. And if he's ever going to be Bob Chapek 2.0, he's got to play by the Bob Iger rules. Watch it.
Well, let's start with the region, then we'll focus on Abu Dhabi. This, in many respects, is the UAE is the crossroads of the world. About 500 million people that are income qualified, meaning they can afford to visit one of our parks, live within a 4-hour plane trip here. And about 120 million people will actually come through Dubai and Abu Dhabi this year. And it's estimated that 39 million people will visit Abu Dhabi by 2030. So when we say crossroads, we really mean it. In addition to that, when you consider Abu Dhabi, you have to appreciate the fact that they have shown a great interest in arts and creativity. They build not only modern, but very, very high quality buildings. They've been very methodical about how they've planned their land. And most importantly, they love Disney. And we've also discovered that.
Can we go back just a second? I don't know if we can. We may not be able to go back. It may be hard to grab it. But that look that he gave Iger right there, it was really something. I mean, he's so happy. Look over there again, Josh.
Disney. Josh and I have visited here now 3 times.
Look at that. Look at that. If a man, I'm not trying to be mean here, but if a man could find a woman to look at that, I'm not going there. I can't do it. I can't do it. Jonas is in my ear right now saying, don't you do it, pro. Don't you do it. Get out of that topic. Okay, we'll stay out of it. Only because we're talking about a Middle Eastern theme park, and we're going to get in big trouble there. Disney Sands, right? All right, let me go to the panel. Guys, I think Josh D'Amaro is clearly now the lead runner for Disney CEO. Vash, walk me through why, then we'll go around the horn. We'll go Tom, then Lou on this.
It's amazing how frequently the betting odds are correct when it comes to a lot of this stuff. This is why maybe some politicians took issue with the betting markets as they're related to American politics. Now, all I can say about Josh D'Amaro is that, look, recently, and I'm going to go ahead and share my screen just a second, pro, we found out that apparently Josh D'Amaro is going to take over for CEO Bob Iger in the 2025 Moffett-Nathanson Conference. Again, only usually higher-ups, Disney CEO incumbents will attend this specific event right here. So I think that was very, very telling, and that was before this new Dubai, or I should say Abu Dhabi theme park. And the reason I bring up Dubai is because they have attempted to broach this market, at least with others attempting to get them in this space. This is why I think Bob Iger says, they want Disney, because they have been approached multiple times before. And if you see like the promotional footage for this, by the way, you see Josh D'Amaro right next to Bob Iger doing these negotiations and so forth. And I think they're really setting him up to be the one that can take credit for something like this, so that he could tell maybe the board or the other big players deciding the fate of the next CEO, hey, look, this is the guy.
And this saved the company. I mean, this really...
and here we go. The portal with Mickey ears.
Yes, but this saved the company. I mean, this was a terrible. No matter what the media tell you, folks, it was a terrible quarter. And yet, Josh D'Amaro comes in like the White Knight saving Iger. And I know Tom can tell you too about this YouTube drama stuff. I know, folks, we're gonna get in trouble for this. I know this is going to get us a lot of pushback. The pixie dusters, the cupcakers, the Disney vloggers, bloggers, etc. They're going to say that awful, terrible pro. He tried to make it look like Josh D'Amaro was in love with Bob Iger, and he called it Disney Sand. Oh my gosh, he's just so terrible, folks. Let me tell you. Let me just be shoulder to shoulder with you for a moment and say, we were just teasing. I'm just teasing. It's a soft bromance, okay? We're just teasing. Some might even say we're joshing with you.
Tonight's the night.
Pro,
Will you still love me?
You are making a basic flaw, a basic mistake. You're expecting people with no sense of humor to have a sense of humor.
Look, I want to find a relationship where my significant other looks at me the way D'Amaro looks at Bob. Okay. That's all I'm going to say.
Tom, could you give us just one more? Give us just one more line, Tom. Come on.
Tonight you're mine completely
To give your love so sweetly.
And we froze the frame at the right moment.
Tonight, the light of love is in your eyes.
Because I mean, look at
Will
Iger.
you still love me?
He's soaking it in.
Tomorrow.
Reimagine tomorrow. Reimagine tomorrow.
Imagine D'Amaro as the
D'Amaro,
CEO.
Iger is soaking it in. Listen, both of these guys, if D'Amaro becomes the CEO, he will have defied everything to do with the woke era in bypassing Dana Walden. Iger owes this guy a ton. He saved his keister in this last quarter. And then at the same time, D'Amaro owes Iger a ton, if he gets to be CEO, because my, oh my, to pass by Dana Walden, something that was unheard of just a few months ago.
Yeah, but Kamala's loss did that.
Right, exactly.
Right. Well, and here's the thing too. I mean, for Bob Iger to like maybe say no on Dana Walden, which would be a big feather in his cap, right? Oh, I broke the glass ceiling for the Walt Disney Company. We had the first woman to lead this expedition here. I think Josh D'Amaro embodies a lot of the qualities that Bob Iger likes, and that's why he would position him as such. And for all the people in the chat going, D'Amaro not good. I know, we just ran a story on and how broken the parks are and so forth. We get it, we understand, but considering the options on the table, he's the least bad option. Sometimes that's the best we can get.
And they're still making money, and the movies aren't.
Right.
Period.
From the investor standpoint, which is all that matters at this point, this guy just picked up a theme park for free. I mean, that's it, folks. We can dislike the show buildings being visible. We can dislike them destroying the attractions that we love. We can dislike the way that they're managing the parks. I think it's some of the worst that we've ever seen. I think they've basically laid over and let Universal take over in Central Florida. None of that matters when this guy gets a free theme park. I mean, my gosh. I mean, how much better can you do than get a free theme park built by somebody else on their dime, and you get to claim it? And that's why Wall Street jumped for joy. That's why I think that Josh D'Amaro is the boy who's coming to Disney. And as much as we've given him and Bob a hard time, as much as we've teased or joshed around, folks, Josh is going to be the king of town when it comes to Hollywood, the head of Disney, we believe, real soon. Folks, it's time to bid you adieu, but we hope that you will help us anew, and that is, we're only asking you click that like button. Share, subscribe, click it, stick it to those algorithms. It is the notification bell, and drop a comment down below. And oh, by the way, have you gone the way of thatparkplace.com? www.thatparkplace.com. It's the website that if you're not yet bookmarked to, well, you should be. A bastion of truth and knowledge when it comes to entertainment and everything that's going on. Go check it out today, folks. We would love to have you over there as well. All right, we are getting ready to head out, but do not fret, for we will put out 4 more videos tomorrow. So long, as the good Lord allows. And we believe that probably, just might, happen. All right, until the next time we get to share time with you, keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun.
Hey, Floral, guess what?
You put a fork in Pro's microwave again.
No, that was yesterday.
I don't know that what.
Oh, I've decided to give up on torturing Jonas.
What? Why? In the same way the cat sleeps like 20 hours a day, that was like your purpose.
I know, but I've decided there's bigger fish to fry.
Okay.
Like Lorne. I mean, think about it. Everybody loves him. He's a fan favorite, and frankly, he has almost no weaknesses I can find. Except that he's really smart.
So, you want to annoy the one panelist without a single flaw, because he's smart.
Yeah, like that winged statue at that fancy Paris museum thingy. I want to break the one thing that everyone loves most.
Right. So, kind of like the opposite of Rachel Zegler.
Yeah, exactly. And I get to see her all the time at family reunions anyway.
You get to see Rachel Zegler?
Yeah. She's a total troll. Lives under a bridge, harasses billy goats, the whole 9 yards.
It all makes sense now.
Speaking of which, maybe she'll get me... Okay, I'm gonna call her on my... I'm gonna call her and see if she'll be in the next Indiana Jones. She should be the next Indiana Jones. That'll totally destroy Lord. He loves Indiana Jones.
Oh, that's cruel.
Hey, Rach. I've got a cool idea for you that involves a whip and snakes.
I love that description. It's perfect.
I know, right? Weird, as we always say.